Well, here I am back at it. This time I'm going to make a TN style journal, and I'm going with this style because Cheryl R asked about the elastic closure if I had any tips. So I figured I'd just go ahead and do one of these and show you how I attach my elastic. So anyways, I've been working on the cover. You can see here I've got a mess going, and I think I'm going to go with adhering this and then just having a label and maybe just stamping journal on there. So here's the cover, just a natural, paper, and it was out of a paper pad. Let me show you. This one here, this pumpkin spice, I picked this up last year at Michael's. And here's the inside, and the outside I did stitch it and distressed it a little bit, and now off to put the label on and then to work on the inside. So I did fashion a flower, and I used my leftover bookbinding thread, the wax linen. I've got some right here. So when I just snip, and because I always measure it bigger than what it needs to be, I throw my extras over here in the corner. I figure I can always use them for something. And then all I did was thread it down through. That way I don't have to thread a needle or anything. Hand thread. And if I want to stem on this one as well, I better make it a little bit longer, huh? I was thinking about making a Halloween one, to be honest with you, but then I got involved in this. So I figured, well, let me go ahead and do a fall one first. So I just thread it through the holes. And then I did take it and go through this hole so the button was attached to the flower itself. And then just tied it off. And then you got yourself a cute little flower that only took, a minute. I'm just going to tie a knot. And I don't know, I guess I need some advice on clustering things. Like, isn't it supposed to be in threes? Don't threes look better? And I'm kind of torn. I get like this when it comes to a cover. I get stuck and I don't know what I want to do. I'm thinking, do I just leave it? Or that would be cute, two of them kind of intertwine. I thought about stamping. I even got out stamps. Thought about maybe like stamping like that, but so this is where I start getting what's the word I'm looking for? I can't make up my mind. Is undecided. That's what I do. I become undecided about everything. But I kind of like that the more I look at it. I have my labels. I was going to put labels on it. Decided not to. And I kept my scraps in with the other, when I'm done with them, I just put the extra scraps in back with the pad. And that's where I picked this up from. It comes out of this paper pad. And then I fussy cutted a pumpkin. And there's another label. So that's where we're at. I guess it goes in this one. I like it. I like it a lot, like that. I just got to break out my little stamps. I have the little alpha stamps. Okay, moving to the inside. So typical my style It's a traveler's notebook style. Like, I don't think it's the exact size because I do my cover 8 3/4 high and then 11 1/4 across. That way, 11 1/4 inch across, and that way it fits 8.5 by 11 inside. Let me get my orange tag off my Hobby Lobby thing here. So I have some paper behind me. Let me just move all this. And I don't know if I want to put scrapbook paper as the first thing in the inside because I don't have anything that's tea dyed. I could put like an envelope or something. But let's go and get started on this part here. Grabbing some tea stained paper. That's going to look so nice with that cover. Tell you what, Monday gets me down. Oh, I just did not want to get out of bed this morning. I set my alarm, of course, every morning to go to work. And I hit the snooze so much that I barely got out of bed and got a cup of coffee in me. Got the dogs for the walk and got a shower, and it's just been a long day. And it's late. I was waiting for Chloe to settle down so I could make a video without a lot of her fussing. She's still awake, so I figure I better just go get it done. Grabbing some paper behind me. I have such a pile of papers over here. So, what do you guys think? I think that would be nice, the clocks. And I think we'll do that piece first. Let me grab another one. I wish I had more of like a blue. I kind of like that, maybe in it, but it's thicker, which that's okay. But maybe we'll make that the first sheet. I said no scrapbook, but I was talking about that pad that doesn't have any stain on the back of it. It would just be stark white. But we could probably make this work. So I'm going to measure this just like a piece of notebook paper or standard copy paper, 8.5 by 11. Look, I have so much stuff that I am... It's a hot mess. It really is. I keep dragging stuff out and I have nowhere else to stick it. Going by 11, and I wanted to do videos this weekend. I wanted to have a couple ahead of, so I could take my time and craft and tape it, etc. And nah, I didn't do really anything creative this weekend. I did go to Hobby Lobby. We had to go get the weed eater repaired, and actually we dropped it off. We picked it up. We got the weed eater at Lowe's. It's a Craftsman. The second try, it stopped working, and we took it back to Lowe's, and they said, nope, you have to call Craftsman up. And so when Mark called them, they said, bring it in. So we took it over there on Saturday. we had Chloe all day because we were babysitting. The kids were at work. And he was in the building, and I pull up nearest Hobby Lobby on my phone, and there's one like 6.5 miles away. So he comes back out to the car, and I said, Chloe wants to go to Hobby Lobby. That's what we did. So it was a grand opening one. It's small compared to some of the ones I've been in. I've only been in like a handful of Hobby Lobbies. So that was fun. Going for like my old faithful, you know, my blank notebook paper, and I need a book page. So here we are, back to the gutted Edith Holden book. That's pretty. This time I'm going to try to stay in frame. I know I keep sliding everything down. Ooh, wow, that's pretty. And we're going to make that 8.5 height. You know what this new Hobby Lobby didn't have a lot of is the furniture. They had just the one side, like up on the wall, on the shelves, and that was pretty much it. They had some in the middle, but you know, nothing that like caught my eye, and it seems like every time I go there I buy a piece of furniture. Boy, I'm just pushing like stuff out of the way to make my ruler fit. 8.5. I think we're good on the other side. Please, let's be good. Yes. Okay. Well, we'll fold that in half in a second. I'm going to cut another piece of paper. And remember, before the last one, as you start to keep building that signature, the width will start to, you have to start decreasing the width because of the, the paper, the building of the papers and the folding. So we're doing 8.5 by 11. I'm going to start taking this down just a little bit. And flip it to 8.5. Fold that in half. What else did we do? We went to Walmart on Saturday. That's typical of us. No, we went to Walmart on Sunday. We go, you know, always on the weekend, most of the time, because it works out the best for the schedule. Chloe's up there being bad. Let me grab, did I not have flower pages? I don't. I think I did. Now I have some tea dye paper. Let me grab flower pages. Whoa, I about knocked the box off my chair. That would have been disastrous. I put some back there behind me, so I have it now if I want it. I'm thinking about going upright, but we don't have to. We'll go sideways. I'm going to cut this green part off just so we have enough room. And that was about it. Well, we watched Chloe almost all day Saturday, so we had her. And that's the time sucker, you know. Oh, I already used all 3 sheets. 1, 2, 3. I sure did. Let me grab another piece. I'm going to have to trim this back. How was everybody's weekend? Did you do anything fun? I didn't do any yard work this weekend. We have some, let me move this stuff so I can scooch out. Stops me from doing that. We're starting to actually lose some leaves on our trees. I think just, you know, it was a wet season and they've had their run. And not a lot. We're just starting to lose a few. And especially some of the trees that come out really early in the season. They're kind of like slowing it down a little bit. Now let's see how that's sticking out. So I'm going to take that back on the paper trimmer. And take just the edge off. I want to get my school paper. This here, you know how I like to use this tablet. Take a couple sheets of this and put it in. See how fast it starts to move along. We're almost done with the signature. I'm going to trim that up. I don't know if I'm going to do that stamping on the front cover. That's what I'm thinking about right now. I'll see. I'll glue it all down and see how it goes. Okay. What do I need next? Well, I already have this paper here, but we'll put a piece of tea dyed in. Then maybe we'll stick a sheet of that in. We'll count our pages after that. We should be getting pretty close. Again, I like to do a signature between, I go between 12 and 15 pages. If I'm using like a lot of scrapbooks, say 2 or 3 sheets, probably more like 12 because it's thick. Whereas I'm doing a lot of just tea stained and thinner copier or designer paper, then I'll go a little bit more. So we'll grab a sheet of this. This was a composition book I took the string out of and just tea stained it. It was a little delicate, but I really like how it turned out and love the sound of that paper. And I'm going to have to trim, yes. I didn't know if I'd have to or not.
Surprised it's not raining. It's Monday. It usually rains Monday or Tuesday because you know tonight's trash night. And everything's out, and the trash is stinky as usual, so it'll ripen out there in the road. We have the big like green trash cans. We put it in, then they have that machine, that arm that comes by and dumps the trash, so that's good. All right, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I usually just count those 1, 11, 12. And I'm not going to see what good stuff I have over here that I might be able to throw in. I have some scraps from last week's journal we made, and I might just put that in. Let me measure that. Where's my ruler? Right here. Taking off that and just doing this is 9 inches. We just do 10, like 10 1/4. We'll do that. Because I really like that piece there. So where was that? Here. I should just pull it out. I was trying to be all clever and be like, look at me, I measured it with my ruler, now I know where to cut it at. And I really don't. And I need a bone folder. So we're just going to fold it in half. Now I measured that and it still sticks out. See, that's how much space we lost from the 11. So we are down under, like close to 10 1/2. A ½ inch we've lost. I just got to take a smidgen off. And I'm thinking now, what do I do for the center one? The center of the cover. So we'll insert that there. Let me pull the paper pad. And take a look-see. Oh, Chloe's keys are at my feet. She comes back here and hides behind the desk and plays hide and go seek. See, I like that, but I'd have to back it with something, or thinking here. We could do some stenciling. You want to try that? Let's do it. But then you know what? That's going to be the middle sheet, and it's all these fine dots. And you know what? That is not going to go well with the needle. So let me 86 that idea. And let me see if I have a piece of collage paper. I have this paper here from Kaisercraft. Really doesn't say fall, does it? But
think we'll be okay. Makes a perfect middle page. So I will try to keep, I think the top end. Eight and a half. What does that leave us with? I think that's good right there. I need to make sure it's butted up against there. And then we know we got to go at least 10 and a half. 10 and a half. Oh good, we get to keep the typewriter. Fold it in half. Get that a nice crispy edge. Crisp edge. Not crispy, I heard on another channel. Crafts by Deanna, I believe she says that. It's like, don't wear off on me. Oh, look how pretty that matches. I wasn't sure about that. But that golden sunshine color and this muted gray, almost an olive green. And, you know, we could have left that a little bit longer. Oh well, it's done. Alright. Signature done. Just gonna make sure everything's upright. Clocks are upright. They are upright, right? 1, 2, 3, yes. My goodness. I kept seeing the 12 and it kept throwing me off. And then we got this, and we have that as the middle. And there we go. So I will I'll get that cover ready. We're at 27 minutes in. Alright, I'll let you go. I'll have that cover ready tomorrow. We'll put the signature in, and then I'll show you how I do the elastic on like the TN style that I build. So anyways, hope everyone has a great day. As always, thank you for joining me. Take care.